Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and I am, for the moment at least, still playing with inversion pours and kind of hooked on them. And my glasses are not in my head. There they are, I found them! And an edge catcher, which I might need in a second. So, inversion pour usually goes into this container, but what I've been liking to do is to add, and I want some white, metallic from Anita's, which will go very well with that neon purple multi-surface from Folk Art. And that's a magenta. And there's some more magenta. And I'm going to put some pink enamel in there. And this is an iridescent that was from Art Minds. Here's my pink enamel. I may put some black in there. I want some gold. And I'm going to squeeze some purple right down into that. And do I want anything anomalous and weird? I usually do. Do I dare? No, I don't. I think, well, that didn't really work, did it? Come out! Oh, you're not. Okay, I'm going to poke it. Hang on. It's not supposed to come out, evidently. Okay, let's try a different color. There we go. That's probably pretty dangerous. And if you've got something else to do for the next minute or so, I'm going to show everybody who's not familiar with what an OXO omelet turning spatula can do by spreading my paint with it. 2, 3. I wonder how fast I can do this. I don't think I should have to do the edges too thoroughly, because I'm going to be tipping over them and probably using an edge catcher. I do want a puddle of paint around my inversion pour container. I'm thinking I might be overly indulgent if I use gold, but that sounds like me. So I might do that. And I've got a big bottle of it, and I'm getting ready to replenish that stock because it's getting kind of low from doing things just like this. I've been on an inversion pour kick for a little bit. There's a beautiful 16 by 20 by 2. I don't know if which one I'll post before this one. I'm knocking off the excess paint. I'm wiping off my spatula so I can not find it covered with paint later. There's my gold. And maybe I'll do some purple too. There's my inversion pour cup. I think I wish I'd used it the other way up, because that way I won't have that lip in the way. So let's just do that first. Let's use the gold too. I think that was the problem with my last one. I think I want a different color in there. I'm going to go for some of that enamel and a little bit of that iridescent. Why not? I do it because I can. The name of my first book, underneath Show More on the Amazon link, first blue link. This might be more paint than I need, but that's okay. Do I want to drag something through there? No. I'm just going to put it in. Might be really weird. Might be too much paint too. But I'm getting ready to close up shop for the night, so all bets are off. I'll do whatever I'm inspired to do. I guess I'll have some paint if I need it. So let's let that flow out under there. Love my oil slip colors. I'm not sure these are them, but they're still pretty cool. I'm inclined to go ahead and use whatever paint comes out of that. That may not be my best choice of container. I'm going to let that set for a second, grab my torch, and I believe that quite often any enamel at all mixed in with other paints will cause cells to be created. And I'm loving that gold. I really, really am. I don't want to cook it too much. I'm going to try and be a slow tipper. I might put some more paint around there, to tell you the truth. I'm really tempted to. I don't use this often enough. I want to see if it'll flow what I've got, or what happens with that. I've got the black enamel also. I wouldn't mind seeing what happens with that. It's not inexpensive, but it's not a waste. It's not too different than most of the others. There's some regular black. My regular black just starts out with a Artist Loft black usually when they have it at my local Michael's, which they haven't recently. I've been out of white and black. I really think paint pouring is still taking off like a crazy thing. And I love, where's that enamel hiding? Come out wherever you are. That's not it. There it is. So I'm going to give myself more of what I like right here, because that's beautiful. I just love that color. And not only that, this is cool, but it's not as cool as the color I just added to it. So follow your instincts. I'm going to decide when I get there, you know, if I want to save some negative space, which I might. I can save my paint heavy if I so desire to, because I use GAC 800 by Golden in all my paint mixes. I'm going to try and get things as close to the edge as I can without spilling over right now. And I can probably, because I didn't paint my edges, I can let a few things fall right down. I can also rock my edge catcher so they cover. I like not covering my edges so that I can do this. It's a very convenient thing. I don't want to push too much paint back with the edge catcher, although it might not be such a bad thing because it looks gorgeous. And I can scrape off my edge catcher with my spatula, and do often, and recommend it. Those are just fabulous colors. As fabulous as they are, I am going to find my gold, because I do not want to lose this gold. And I don't think more gold ever hurt anyone or anything. So far so good. I am in love with these colors. I'm going to have to make an all over print t-shirt at Teespring. You can find that clothing, by the way, underneath the video. That's what that clothing is. All over print t-shirts and all over print leggings and all kinds of other stuff made with my designs. I'm going to let that flow over and back. I still haven't rescued my paint that I've got extra. Oh, that's just cool. What do I want to do there? I just want some of that over here. I don't want to flow it all the way off though. I guess sometimes you just got to, especially if you want to put it back again. That is just, haha. Sometimes often the last painting of the day, for whatever reason, is just spectacular like that. And I have to decide right now what I'm going to do with this gorgeous paint. And I could put it over here, or I could put some of it over there. Why don't I just take a spatula full, and I'll tip that in a minute. And I'll use the rest of it right down here where I can cover the edge. I don't think that's going to hurt a darn thing. And I do have a little bit more left, which is mostly not as patterned as the rest. Always pays me to keep an edge catcher on the tile. I'm just moving that new bunch of paint that I added, because the newest paint, the heaviest paint, will always flow the fastest, of course. And I'm loving all that. And can I get that to make a separate rivulet? I think I can. I don't always waste any of my paint on my tile either, because when this is done, I have a stash of paint underneath my turntable that I keep adding on top of the Lolafy silicone mat that I love to accumulate paint on. I'm just going to use my finger and pick up whatever paint that I see on the tile right now. and put it right there because I can. Hey, my second book is called Unlimited Possibilities, and you can also find that on the YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Ha! You can find it on the video under Show More. Yeah, my brain is like a little stressed lately. If you watch the videos longer, you might help me be able to stay at YouTube. And a thumbs up never hurt anybody. I really appreciate you guys' comments. I'm just going to put a bead of black right out of my squeeze bottle, right along the edge of that canvas. Make sure that there's no other paint colors in there. And run my finger along it. And save that negative space. I do sell my artwork. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. If you want to contact me, please just use the email address right under the video. I will answer your questions as soon as I can when I have time. You're welcome to ask them. I think I mentioned I had Teespring clothing, but did I mention that I have a Facebook group called Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More, where you can see the Shop Now button and some of the examples of what I've put on Pixels.com and Fine Art America since 2013. And if you press the Shop Now button, it'll take you there. And I'm still going to torch this, so I don't know what that's going to look like. I torched to release the bubbles caught in the paint. My paint pouring recipe is underneath the video, along with Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. And what else have I not told you? There's a monthly drawing. And if you look on the end screens of any video, you'll find the video that shares the prizes for that monthly drawing on the exhibition video. I think it's the upper right hand corner, pretty sure actually. And there's over 1,200 videos, or more or less, and if you check them out, you'll find that there are playlists listed as created playlists, and there's genres, like 11 of them. I'm going to have some really pretty edge catchers. Really, really pretty. And I may take that paint and put it, like I said, under my turntable. But look at those cells. And I could tip that way, but I guess I don't want to. Do I want to? I don't know. I do want to use a straw for a second, because I got 4 minutes left. I'm getting smarter because I'm not torching first, which is my usual problem, which is I like to torch and then make adjustments, which is just wrong. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. I get away with it, but I have a lot of practice being silly. I see that this is a little bit vague there, and I think I want a little more gold right there. And not only that, I think I want a little more gold right here. Yep, I like that. Draws the eye over. Sticky paint. I could blow that out a little bit. I could even have a little down here, but what I kind of really am being called to is a little bit of purple. Where's my dark purple? There we go. I like that so much. I'm going to do it up there too. I know it's sort of like two darks, but it creates some kind of area that I like. I thought about using purple as a base for this. I'm going to use my residuals right there. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. Now I can torch. Can I? I say that. It's getting a little gloppy. That's unusual. Just going to use the purple that's on my skewer. Let it blend in with what's right below it. I love you guys. There's almost 86,000 of you. There probably are 86,000 of you by now. I'm hoping. And thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting all this time. I really appreciate that. And the wonderful comments you leave me that keep my morale boosted in the face of imminent failure. I'll be here 2 years in April at YouTube making videos. But I was doing very well when I started for the first year or more because I had great placement for YouTube. And that evidently belongs to the new and fresh. And not so much to the whatever they have classified me as, that they're not helping me anymore. So I wish they would. Please hear me, YouTube. And my people love me. Now it's time to torch. And if you torch soon enough, you will release patterns in the paint. But if you don't, you will probably just release air bubbles in the paint, which is a good thing, because if you don't release them, they will become actual bubbles. And if they pop, they'll leave small craters. And if they don't pop, they'll leave actual bubbles. So those are the colors that I wanted, and I'm really excited by this piece. This is making me really happy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you join me again. Check my community board on my channel for tomorrow's video, or Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, Facebook group. What else have I not told you? Oh, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors is where I have put the artworks that I have actually edited. I wonder if I can do one more thing. The paint is warm. There she goes, doing what she said you can't do, which is putting paint down after. Actually, it's more like you can't put down, you can't stick tools in. So I think that kind of worked, and I like it very much. That's an iridescent pink, and you could probably use the iridescent pearl fine from Golden if you wanted to. I like that, but I want my eye to leap up here. And I'm going to grab some of that purple. And you guys are going to be gone soon, so I'll tell you again I love you. Thanks for being here. Hope you come again. Shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you to help me out and find the OXO omelet turning spatulas and the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas and a lot more cool stuff that's worth checking on. Even if you're not going to shop there, it's a good place to check on. I guess I'm not done. So when you go to the store, you can find stuff that you want, even if you checked it out on my list first. I know somebody's screaming at me to stop, but oh well. I figured better to do it in front of you than not. I like it a lot. Thank you for joining me. You're probably gone. But if you're not, that's cool. Alright, I got colors I wanted really, really nice. Oh, you're still here. That's so cool, because you could actually see that for a while before the titles came along. I guess I was thinking that was quick, and then you're still here. So I took my time and I finished it the way I wanted to, and I'm really glad you saw that. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Come again. I'll see you anon.